Mercy triumphs over judgment.
You know, it's time. It's time. Your time. Yes. 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 We gotta dance extra hard today. We gotta really get it in. Because in New York, it is crazy raining. Like, crazy raining. Thunder, lightning, cray cray. So we got to get that extra special dance on. Come on, Jem, let's get it on. What? Yes. Yes. What? We got to dance this Monday, y'all. Because what? It is all gloomy and cold. And we not about that life. What? Yes. We got to pick this Monday up. Use all of our energy to pick this Monday up because, y'all, it is gloomy and insane. And look what your sister girl got on. A turtleneck. I can't. Good morning, J&G. Soca say so. With the Soca vibes. With the Soca vibes. Girl, it was beautiful on Saturday, hot, and then Sunday. They tried to have us out there at a baseball game for my son. It was windy and freezing, and I'm just not about that life. Don't let it be known, but we sure did pull him out that game. You can't see anything. What does that mean? Why can't you see anything? Why can't she see anything? Keep telling me, what do you see? What don't you see? You can't see me? Keep talking to me. Is it just dark? Should I start over? What does that mean when you were driving? You couldn't see anything. Tell me, people. Can you guys see me? Such a delay with live. Oh, I think that means you can see me. Hey, Stace, can you see me? Can you see me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Thank you. Thank you. So I don't know. Assuming she was talking about the weather outside. Let's see that. I don't know. But anyway, my other half is not here. It's just me. Stacey's not feeling well this morning. Good morning. She's watching us though. She's not feeling well this morning, so I've been charged to do this by myself. So happy she didn't try to be a superwoman. So like, I'm going to do the show anyway. I don't care if I'm sick. Yeah, I could barely talk because my throat is all sore. But I'm coming anyway. Thank you, Stacey Tillman, for taking off the superwoman cape and saying, I got to take care of myself today. And I'm going to sit this one out. Ladies, we have to take care of ourselves and stop always, I gotta get it done. I gotta get it done by any means necessary. No, your health is first. And this is what we're talking about this month with this stress. Stress Awareness Month. Ooh, y'all remember that? Stress Awareness Month. We gotta be aware of our stressors and how it's affecting our bodies. We are literally killing ourselves with this stress stuff. And yes, what does that look like? I'm going to get out there. I don't care. I'm not feeling well, but I got obligations and I'm going to do what I got to do. That's putting a stressor on yourself. Not to mention all the other stressors that are on you that you don't have any control over that are affecting you. So how about we take control of the ones that we can control? What a novel idea. Y'all not going to get me off of my weekend. We're going to start where we're going to start. First of all, this is Dr. Cressada Glean Brilliant. We are here. Mercy over judgment. This is our safe space for women to come and just learn and enjoy and share how to be our best selves. So, this weekend, Starbucks, y'all. Chime on in. So, I did a live with my husband talking about Starbucks. Everyone's talking about Starbucks. If you don't know what happened with Starbucks, two black men were in Starbucks in Philly, sitting, waiting for another friend. They did not purchase anything, and the cops were called on them. They were not being rowdy or anything. The cops, the manager and an employee felt that they should call the cops. They called the cops because they felt that they were loitering. They refused to leave. So they called the cops, and the cops took them and arrested them. And they were later let go and dropped charges, and no charges were filed because Starbucks didn't want to press any charges. But you went from chilling in a Starbucks, minding your own business, to being in jail because you're black and you're a man, and that's intimidating. And you really shouldn't just be sitting around like, what are you doing here? What are you doing? Like, it's really hard being a black man. Anyway, my husband is so done with Starbucks. And like I said on my live, he's an avid Starbucks fan. He's always in Starbucks. Stacy's upset about this because she loves her Starbucks. Like, I go into Starbucks with Stacy. I go into Starbucks with my husband. I rarely go in by myself. I might, because I like to get, because they get the vintage teas. I like the really large teas, and I like their teas. But I don't must go to Starbucks all the time. My husband has the card. He's a gold card or whatever the highest thing, platinum, I don't know. He got it on his phone. He's always letting them take payment off his phone. Like, he's Starbucks. And he's like, I'm done with Starbucks. Word? I felt like it was an isolated case and not like a Starbucks issue. But he's adamant that it's a Starbucks issue. What do you guys think? That was huge over the weekend, the Starbucks thing. Bey and Coachella. Hello. Beyonce was, first time we seen her since the twins, looking all swell, and had this whole, like, I don't know, sorority, fraternity thing going on stage. It looked really good. I didn't sit and watch the whole thing, but it's all over the internet. And how all of Fabulosity. So, oh, bae. Beyonce again did not disappoint and showed us what a wonderful entertainer she is, and again highlighting black culture. Yay! We'll take that. What else happened over the weekend? Cardi B. I don't know if it was really over the weekend. Maybe it's been, I don't know, her album's been out for like a week now, but in my life, my husband has had her, this is like on nonstop, this Cardi B album. I'm not the huge Cardi B fan, but she has one line with get knocked down 9 times and get up 10. Like, I'm feeling that, So it's a lot of Cardi B, very empowering. Even in a lot of my sessions, people were saying like Cardi B was getting them through the week. All right. I was asking people, just kind of surveying why Cardi B, and people just like, she's empowering. Her story is kind of inspiring. And she just really keeps it real. Cardi B keeps it real, and people like that authentic stuff. So yes, I'm too old to absolutely love Cardi B. I think I'm too old to absolutely love her, but I don't hate her. I get it. I feel her vibe. I'm all about it, The woman doing what she got to do. Can't be mad at Cardi B. Get knocked down 9 times and get up 10. I can't be mad at that. You know, there was some other things on there, and good for her. People are feeling her album. Her album is really making it right now. So good for her. Drake's album too. What else happened over the weekend? Oh, your girl don't have her Faux Locs anymore. So that happened over the weekend. Yes. And my hairdresser, shout out to Zola, tried a new product, and I see like it's a very little to no frizz. Like it would usually have like frizzy ends. So that product might be it, sister. Let's get it. So yeah, I'm back to trying to do my own hair again. Y'all know I don't really like that, but I'm gonna figure it out. And with the hot yoga thing that I've been doing, I don't really know, like, oh, this is what I'm annoyed at. Like, yes, your hair gets in the way of exercising. I don't care what they say. I'll figure a way around it, but I'm not gonna say my hair doesn't get in the way. My hair takes a really long time to dry because it's kind of thick. I didn't like Bey, and now I am. Yeah, you're not a Bey fan, Gemma. You like her now? Okay. What's that new revelation about? I don't know. You never really liked her. Okay, we'll take it. So yeah, I did basketball, baseball with the boys, and my hair. I think that was the weekend. And as you know now, Stace wasn't feeling well. Hey, Michelle. Stace wasn't feeling well over the weekend, so I guess that's the weekend. But there was a lot going on in the world. And did y'all watch Comey last night? Spilling on our president? Oh, yo, president. Oh, God. What a mess. Like, you know, essentially, he's like, your president is trying to run this government like he's in the mafia. What? This is so embarrassing. But, you know, all these people he's firing, and enough Comeys are going to come out and just say what's really going on in there. And hopefully he gets impeached. I don't know. But all eyes was on that last night. So we were definitely watching that. Like, oh, it's 10 o'clock. Comey's on. I don't think it was much of a revelation. You know, we haven't seen much. But yes, we are at war because our president kind of wants us to ignore all this other stupid stuff that he's doing. I can't. And I've been speaking to a lot of colleagues, and a lot of my clients also believe that this Trump being our president adds another huge stressor onto us that we don't really understand. A lot of us are checking our tweets and going, what is Trump doing now? What is Trump doing now? That's a huge stressor on us also, on top of all of our stuff. Trying to keep up with him and what he's doing. Yes, the Syrian strikes. So, you know, how this stuff is going to affect our lives, how it is affecting our lives. And that's just kind of intense. And so that's yet another stressor that we have to deal with, trying to explain to our children all this stuff. But at the end of the day, what we want to do is manage, identify that these things are stressing us out. Don't ignore. Identify. Really stop. I'm like, oh, this is what's bothering me. 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 So we don't totally. Yes, he is stressing you out. He is stressing us out, and we need to identify that. Because I know that I step back a lot from just being glued to CNN. I can't do it. So maybe you want to pick the times that you do it. I like to watch the news like right before I go to bed. That is not really a good option to have yourself all stressed up and full of fears right before you go to sleep. And I have to tweak that. Because that's how, you know, growing up, my mother loved to watch the news before she went to bed. Always like watch TV, late TV to Carson, all that. And I'm like, oh, this is so comfy. But you know what? With Trump and all of the crazy that's going on, I don't think that's the right thing to be watching right before you go to sleep. So we want to tweak what we're letting in and what we're keeping out. Because we don't need to be inundated with the total up and down crazy of Trump. When there's nothing we can really do about that in terms of, yes, we can do things in terms of getting ourselves ready for who's going to be next and preparing get people to vote and protesting some of the dumbness. But in reality, being on with the Trump thing is not it. I didn't get my tea. This is not good. Stacey's not here. She got me all thrown off. So, next contract will be abroad. Okay. Is that with you personally, maybe? Okay. Yes. I don't watch the news. It's too stressful. I want to be able to sleep. Yeah, but you gotta watch it at some point, I think. Just to kind of be abreast. A lot of times I find out and I'm like, whoa, I didn't really know what's going on. I don't want to totally be out the loop, but I want to be in the loop enough and not before you go to sleep. It's just not healthy. It affects your everything. And you want to go to sleep in the most peaceful state as possible. Just have a nice sleep routine that involves your lavender. It involves you blowing out, literally breathing out all of what the crazies that had happened for the day. And just laying down and just saying, I'm going to have a peaceful rest and everything is well. Your prayers, all that. Dean and my mom will tell me when it's time to head for the hills. Yes, he has us in constant fear. Yes. And we don't need it. We don't need it at all. So I wanted to read you some stuff about this stress stuff again, because I just want to make sure we're getting it into our systems. One of the most common issues inside of the body that is caused from stress is inflammation. I'm going to read that again. And my girl Lois is on here, who has a lot to tell. Lois, if you could put up your page, because you have so much information on there. If you could just kind of pin that somewhere or put up your page so people could find that link so we could get on there and see what's going on. One of the most common issues inside the body that is caused from stress is inflammation. Inflammation can cause pain and swelling in the joints. Inflammation is a process by which the white blood cells and substances they produce protect us from infection, foreign organisms such as bacteria and viruses. But sometimes the immune system triggers an inflammatory response when there's no foreign invaders to fight off. Because we're at this constant, the body thinks that, it has to shoot these things off, and it doesn't. But we're at this, always in this constant state. This causes autoimmune diseases. The body's normally protective immune system causes damage to its own tissues. A lot of times we're doing this to ourselves, ladies. We're keeping ourselves at this constant stress level, and our body is all messed up. It doesn't really know what to do. So I wanted to tell you this because I'm getting ready to make my appointment for my doctor, so just my regular checkup. Keep up with your regular checkup. Sometimes you guys are on it because your job is making you, but there's a test for inflammation called SED rate, S-E-D rate, R-A-T-E. My girlfriend put me onto this. I didn't know there was a test to see how much inflammation is in your body. So she went in for some old regular, her foot was hurting. She didn't know why. Something's going on with her leg. She didn't know, or she had a sty, like a boil by her eye. One friend had a sty, something with her foot. Another friend had like a sty or something on her eye. She thought it was just a sty and it wouldn't go away. And when the doctor happened to do this test, the SED rate, the doctor was like, I'm trying to understand what all this inflammation about. Where does it come from? Why do you have so much inflammation? And I think a lot of us are walking around with all this inflammation and we just don't know. And our body's giving us little signs. You just get these weird bumps out of nowhere, these pains out of nowhere. Stress and the food we eat cause, yes, definitely the food that we eat also. Lois is saying refrain from eating saturated foods with saturated fats. But our body is talking to us and we are ignoring the signs because we're busy. We have stuff to do. We have to take care of the children. I don't have time for that. It'll go away. I don't really know what that is. I'm going to go to the doctor. They're not going to know anything. So let me just keep it moving. Let me just keep going. Let me just, a lot of us, our bodies are it's just going through so much and we don't know why. We're bleeding like crazy. We're not able to have children. We're having miscarriages. We're having these breakouts. We're having irregular periods. We don't want to have sex anymore. We're not interested in it at all. We are on high blood pressure medication. When we finally do get to the doctor, we are gaining weight, we're losing weight, we can't sleep, and we're just kind of just going through life like, I don't know what's wrong with me. I guess that's what it's supposed to be. No. We have to stop, pay attention to what we're eating, pay attention to the amount of sleep that we're getting and we're not getting, how we can make up for some of that sleep, how we can find rest through doing other things. We have to find ways to find rest. We have to find ways. I know rest and doing things with ease is not very popular in our culture today. It is not it's not popular. Everyone is just on the move. And that's what we're supposed to do. And if you're not about that life, hustle, 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 ain't no sleep, sleep when you dead, da-da-da. Y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop. I don't have time, I don't have time, I don't have time, I don't have time. I have the privilege and the honor to work with a lot of women. And the number one thing is I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. I'm going to tell you, one of my clients last week had me cracking up. We sit, we do breathing exercises, I send meditations, none of it is done. She just doesn't want to do it. So her superior came to her to say something to her that she just didn't like. It was a lie, superior's lie. And she said she could see herself throwing this woman through the window next to her. I know y'all are so calm and cool and that never, or holy or whatever you are, that never happens to you. But there's times that our stress level gets to the point where you want to throw somebody out the window. At that moment, she remembered our breathing exercise. Hallelujah. I could never get her to do her breathing exercises. She thought it was a complete and absolute waste of time. She told me the breathing exercise kept her from jail. Good morning, Althea. Good morning. Y'all, we cannot let this stress control us. We are in control of the stress. Don't believe the hype. We are in control. And guess what? We don't get in control of it, we're dying. Literally killing ourselves. Literally. Not assessing what's going on in our body, not assessing how this just staying on this crazy wheel is killing us. It's not worth it. And there's so much things that we can do to help ourselves. Yes, looking into my sleep patterns for the next few weeks. Excellent idea. We take for granted that we're not, that how, important sleep is. It's very important. We're not sleeping, we're irritable, our stress levels are up. We can't control, like, anything somebody says to us, we're snapping at them. We can't really do what we need to do with our children and our spouses because we're not sleeping enough. Then we hit it with the coffee that has us up, then we're down, then we're up, then we're down. Your dreams can give you, oh yeah. Your dreams can give you insight to your stresses. Thank you. At J Dreaming, guys, you can find out there. So there's 2 people that asked to put your information up. Please, people, check this out. J Dreaming can help you figure out some of your stressors that you're not really understanding what's going on through your dreams. Check her out. And check out Lois at I think it's Healthy Living. Check her out. She has so much information on her page. Because we need all types of resources, whatever we can get it from, to help us, A, identify our stressors, B, reduce it. Because y'all, a lot of y'all walking around like, I'm good, I'm fine, I don't know, I'm just good. The underlying fears that we have, stressors, is stressing us out. It's depleting us. And we don't even realize it. We're not really understanding how to nurture ourselves. Yes, like Lois said to Trini American, Lois was saying we have to eat the right foods. We also have to send the right messages to ourselves. When the way we're speaking to ourselves, so imperative. So imperative. I don't know why I'm not doing this. It's not good enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not doing the right thing. These messages, they are tearing us apart, adding more stress to us. We're putting pressure onto ourselves, and then the world is putting pressure onto us as well. The man you're sleeping next to is putting pressure on you. Your children are putting pressure on you. The world is putting pressure on you, and yet you still put all this pressure on yourself. It's like, no, there's no room. There's no room. You can't breathe. Of course we have all this inflammation and all these stresses, and all our bodies is just breaking down in front of us. Of course. Ladies. We have to take care of ourselves before we can ever take care of anyone else. We must. We are, especially as women, as Black women, we are dying at alarming rates prematurely. I believe a huge part of it is because of the stress. There's already stress in our DNA. Just in our DNA, just being born with coming from this whole slave trade and all of that. Now, I don't believe that. It's real. So we have to work triply, doubly hard to really, really hone in on what's affecting our bodies. And how to bring it down, way down. Plus all the messages of once you try to relax and once you try to bring it down, you're lazy. Oh my gosh, so many of my clients are like, I want to come in to work on my laziness because I could just be so lazy. And then when this woman comes in and gives you the list of things that she's doing on the daily, you're like, did you say lazy? Did you say lazy? How? How are you putting lazy and you're doing this and that and getting this degree and doing this with this and doing that for that person and this person and you do it with that person and you do it? Lazy? No. We got to change this language. And just simply by changing the language and being kinder to yourself, it literally lifts a weight. Ooh, hug yourselves. Hug yourselves right now. Hug yourself. You did it. You got up and you did whatever you needed to do this morning. And you're going to get through the rest of the day being very productive, but in a peaceful manner. We want to have a peaceful and productive day. Why do we feel like in order to be productive and in order to be successful, we got to be at this crazy, chaotic, running around, sick way? No. We want to come to it through peace and grace. That's how we want to come to it. So whatever comes our way, we can deal with it from a more decisive manner, more peaceful manner, more understanding. You're able to give grace. You're able to be more mindful about what's going on. It just feels better. Not that stress is not going to come your way. It's going to come, but how are we receiving it? How are we dealing with it? How are we addressing it? We want to bring down everything, and then our bodies will just follow suit. Then you can see more clearly, what am I eating? How much of it am I eating? When am I eating it? What feels better? It feels better when I eat this. It doesn't feel good when I eat that. But when you're in a total chaos all the time, you're just eating, I gotta eat, I gotta go, I'm not eating, I gotta go, I gotta go, I gotta go. Did I eat? I don't remember. What time did I fall asleep last night? I was working. I don't know how much sleep I got. I was up with the baby. I slept. Then I didn't. But when you stop and really take note of what's going on, you can assess it better. No, I'm not getting sleep this day and this day, but I could try to catch up the sleep on that day. And this is just my situation right now. But I can get this better. I can get this in a better spot. No, I can't really plan all my meals this day, but I could buy food from these certain places, and I could just buy that, and I could cook this on this day. Like, really just try to organize your life. It's not going to be perfect like you probably, you should do this, you should do that. But you want to organize it for how it fits in your life and how you can navigate it best. So then there's less stress on you. All of a sudden, time starts opening up. All of a sudden, you start seeing ways that you could have made this better and this easier for yourself. But when you're in a constant chaotic state, and you must, and you got to, and you have to, and it's just not, you're getting stuff done and you're busy, but it's just not in an effective manner. It's just not. It's enough. Enough is enough. We're killing ourselves. Literally killing ourselves. It's not helpful. You feel like you're doing it, you going and you, no. No. So, we want to get to the doctors. We want to see how much inflammation is going on in our bodies. Said rate. You're asking the doctor. It's a blood test. I feel so happy to have that information. I didn't know that there was a way they could figure that out. Yes. Then you're like, should I add some more turmeric to my meals? Should I, all kinds of vegetables and stuff, but turmeric is a spice that they say really brings down inflammation. But you will find out more and more about what is better for your body to bring that stuff down. How you're going to deal with the people on the job better. How you're going to deal with your kids and your husband in a better way that doesn't have you all stressed out all of the time. Yes, there's issues that you have to look at, but you don't have to fight every battle. No, you don't. Not today, anyway. Maybe tomorrow. So, just love on yourself. Really love on yourself today. And hopefully it'll become a daily practice. Just talk to yourself in a sweet, loving, and kind way. And you'll see what a difference that makes to how you approach things today. Just do it. You deserve it. You freaking deserve it. You deserve to be kind to you. Let's start there. Then we'll worry about everybody else and how they need to treat you. Worry about you treating you first. All of that will follow. Trust. You won't accept it. You won't. There's a lot of things that you're accepting you don't even realize. So, ladies, so wonderful and blessed to be speaking with you again today. And I hope you just have a wonderful and blessed week that is from a relaxed space, peaceful and productive. Love you guys.
Mercy triumphs over judgment.